Welcome back to another chilly day on the Finca. It was 2 degrees overnight last night, sun shining, clear blue skies, it's just at double figures. I'm up in the old Hay Loft where we're living. I'm going to be cracking on with this kitchen. We need to get a floor down in here. This floor's like concrete currently, or stones and something concrete you like. It's just a massive heat sink. It just pulls, obviously with the fire on it gets really hot in here. I think it was about 30 degrees last night, but the floor does cool it off. When the fire goes out and we go to bed, the floor it just pulls the heat out of the room, and the walls stay warm. And obviously I've got a digital thermometer and I can point it at things, it tells me how warm they are. So I need to get this kitchen finished and then we can start working on the floor. So the first thing I want to do is put some skids, some legs, some length under that baseboard to give that a good bit of strength so we can pack it up and level it, and that's the basis for this side of the unit. So I'll pop that out and go and do that first. So this is a said item. All I'm going to do is screw some lengths to it, 2 legs, 1 on each side, and I'll be able to pack it up under that and give it some good bit of strength. I'm going to take this downstairs and do it, but I'm not bringing you with me. I shall return shortly with it done. So there it is, and that's the top. So I'm going to see if I can get this in place, see what it looks like, see how it measures up. Right, so it's in, level, perfect. This is plumb this way on the 2 fronts. It's also plumb that way on the 2 sides. It's perfectly lined up. I've got an overlap on this strut I put underneath to fix into there, and I've got the one I put on here. So glued to there. So I'm just going to whack some nails in there now to lock him in place. Same on the top as well, I think, to hold them in place. And then we can work on this end piece that's going on here. Fantastic. I might have gone fire up the compressor. Alright, now they're both where we want them. We've got some air. We'll just whack a few nails in to hold them where we want them. Where's the end of that one? There. I think I'm out of nails. Just a minute. I know what I've done. I was using the compressor to pump the car tyres up, wasn't I, yesterday? And I've not reconnected it to my hose up here. So I'll just go and do that. Silly boy. Right, air restored. Let's try again. There we go. It's working now. See where that one is there. Right there. Right, let's do the bottom one now. Right, so that's done. I'm going to go and get my end now. Yeah, this is going to be fun because the wall slopes, so it's going to be another tricky cut. But I'll go and get it, and then we can measure it up, mark it up, and look at how we want it. Alrighty, so I've got a perfect size offcut. This is actually going to be a little bit higher than the worktop, as I said the other day, so nothing will fall off and come on the floor here, so you've got to pick it up when the fire's on. There's a little nick at the bottom I need to just knock off, a little bit of the plaster there where it's curvy. But what I'm going to do, just measure that distance there and transfer that to the bottom, and then just cut a dead straight line between the two with the circular saw. then that's ready to go in. So yeah, I'll get that done, get that marked, get it cut, and get that little bit knocked off the wall there. Super, I'll come back to it in a minute. Right, so it's cut alright, it looks pretty good, but this wall, even though it looks straight with the board up against it, it's actually curved. I'm not messing about scribing and jigsawing it. We need to do repair here anyway, so I've drawn a line down the inside of the board, and I'm just going to get a big shifter out and just take that bit of plastic, that bit of plaster back for it to sit in. Then when we fix this, we can fix that up as well. It's going to be the easiest way to do it, I think. Right, okay, so it's in, perfect. I just need to corner off that. I'm going to sand that round so it's not a daggy edge. But yeah, it's perfect. So now what we need to do is to glue it and nail it through, getting these dead level at the same time. So I'm going to get my glue. Cool, I'm in a nice comfortable spot here, of course, as you can see. Right, the top is fixed. So all now we've got to do is fix the bottom. It's pretty dead level. We've got a little bit of play. I just need to level this bottom, but that'll move, and that'll move independently as well. So I'll have a mess about with it and get the bottom fixed. We've just glued it and nailed it basically, but that'll be super strong. So let's get this bottom one in. Right, so essentially we're in. The next thing we've got to do is pack up underneath in various places. We have to cut a lot of different packers, proper mess about with it. So the whole thing's supported everywhere. It's just loosely on blocks at the minute, but it's all dead level, all spot on. So all we need to do is pack it where it is. We'll stick lots of little packers in and then probably foam them in place to stop them from moving. Then I need a post. I need to figure out the doors. The back I'm just going to make out of T&G, the same as the wall, because it'll be easy to cut round where all the taps and that want to come through and everything. But yeah, and we need to think about the shelf in here for the fridge, and I need to think about the doors, because I need to put some posts inside to carry the hinges. But yeah, basically the next job, get it all packed up, get it all level, get it all supported, and that'll be happy days. Excellent. We're cooking on gas, or we will be soon. I've got my gas bottle in. It's all packed up and level now. What we're going to do here, we're going to put, it's going to have a door on it, but a series of shelves with trays inside. I don't want drawers, like a cutlery tray and things like that. Nice and tidy, so it's only an apartment. So I think the next thing I want to look at is getting this shelf in over here for the fridge. If we can get it in and get that operational, then save us keep going downstairs at night if we want a drink. So I've got a piece down there. I'll go and get it and see how it measures up. Right, so the shelf's in, it's just clamped in place. You can't have too many clamps, remember. What I need to do, I'm going to put two supports underneath it, two strips. So while it's in the right position now, we've just levelled it. I'm just going to draw a line under it, and that's obviously where the top of my supports want to come to. Then I need to cut this corner off and chamfer it to match the top and the bottom. What I'll do, I'll just lay it on the top there, basically just draw a line under, and that'll be my cut line. So I think, yeah, first job, draw a line under it and then cut two short pieces for it to sit on. Wonderful. So I've got a couple of runners for my shelf. These are 18mm thick, this is 18mm thick, the nails are 35mm, so they shouldn't come through. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on them and then nail them into place. Right, so my calculations were spot on, they didn't come through, and they're in there holding up my shelf. All I've got to do now is try and figure out this corner and cut him back. I can't lay it on top because the top's thicker than the back. I can't find the piece that I cut off it in the first place, so I'm going to have to improvise a bit. What I'll probably do is sit it on top of here, but just scribe a line the same distance from there, if that makes any sense at all. I'll just do it. Right, wonderful. It's in, angles cut. It's pretty exact actually. All I need to do now is just sand it off, make it all nice and smooth and rounded like these, and then we can fix our shelf in place and get our fridge in. I've just remembered I need to cut a hole in the back for the plug to go through, because the socket's got to be underneath it, because there's not enough room in the cupboard for it to be inside the cupboard, so I must do that as well. Anyway, I'm just going to get this sanded off. I'll cut a hole and then we're ready to fit our shelves and get our fridge in. Right, so it's done. Front's nicely sanded off and not fell out of it, we'll have to live with that. And I've got a hole in the back there for my socket, for my plug to go through. Chipping over my clamp, pop them in there. All we've got to do now is fix them in place. I'm going to let that glue go off on those other things first though, and then we'll probably just pin it down or pin it through, don't know yet. Right, it's in. We have a fridge, it's not plugged in yet because we're moving it about. I think you're supposed to leave them for 12, 24 hours or something like that, but it's in, the door opens, it works, perfect, wonderful. That is a massive step forward. Next, maybe doors, sink, hob. We haven't even got a hob yet. We need to go and get one, we need to find one that we like. But yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. It's coming on a treat, and I need to get a piece of stainless steel to go at the back of there as well. But yeah, massive progress today on the old little kitchenette. And you remember we said we didn't know what we were going to do with this area underneath? Well, I think we're going to put a wine rack in there. Might make one, see what we've got, I don't know, but I think that'll be quite a good use of the space, to be honest. So yeah, happy days.
Well, I'm just back from walking the dogs, hence my 15 layers, and I came back and the fridge is in. How exciting is that? It's starting to look like a kitchen. Yeah, brilliant job Andy's done today, absolutely fantastic, I'm thrilled. Once this is finished, we can get the floor in then. If you're thinking, by the way, that it is a bit high, actually it's not for me, because I get bad back, as you know, and I'd like to be working up here. But also, of course, the floor is going to be raised as well, so it won't be as high as it actually appears at the moment. But yeah, really important now to get this finished and get the floor in. Because it is just concrete at the moment. We have a big hole down in that corner that goes into the kitchen downstairs, and of course there's no glass in that window, so when it was really windy the other night it was blowing up through that hole, and yeah, a bit chilly. So yeah, very, very pleased with today's progress, and I hope you've enjoyed watching it too. Thank you as always to all our subscribers and all our supporters. We couldn't do it without you. And we'll be back same time tomorrow.